Hi, my name is Dawn Barclay, and I am an associate broker with Century 21 Full Service Realty. I am Rockland's real estate novelist, and my job is to make all possible buyers aware of what's great in and around Rockland County. And one of the things that's great is Eric David Laxman, who is definitely an important part of Rockland's vibrant art scene. So thank you very much for joining me.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
So, you're known for your museum quality sculpture made from metal and stone, perfect for a home or a corporate headquarters. I understand that you attended my alma mater, Tufts.
Yes, I did.
Yes. Former or fellow Jumbo.
Yes. Brown and blue.
Yes. And originally sought a career in medicine.
I was pre-med. And I got a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry.
So how did it change, and how did you get your start in the arts world?
I grew up in Rockland, and I attended classes at the Rockland Center for the Arts from the time I was very young, 8, 9 years old. And I always liked to do art. I always incorporated art in school projects. And when I was a student at Tufts, I was taking figure drawing and figure clay modeling, and Tufts has a relationship with the School and Museum of Fine Arts, so I cross-registered in the evening and took a stone carving class, and that class changed my life.
Wow. Fantastic. So tell me about your process. What inspires your ideas, and what were your influences?
I started out doing very traditional academic figurative work, and at the beginning some of my influences were Michelangelo, Rodin, a lot of the early modernist sculptors, and I started working in stone and clay and plaster, doing portraits, all types of things like that. And then I started experimenting, doing more abstract work, and that led me into more, in the beginning I was doing more stone and then incorporating metal bases, and then I started to feel that there were things that I could express better in abstract form. So I started doing constructions with stone and metal, and then I started to get commissions for both residential and corporate type environments, and abstract curvilinear forms seem to work best in that environment. And I developed a way of fabricating in stainless steel and bronze that allowed me to do all the work here instead of, spending a lot of more money to do casting at a foundry.
Great. So when you do get a commission, how important is the location to how it influences your work? I mean, I imagine that you have to see where you're going to be, and it must change how you're going to design something.
Well, certainly the scale is going to be different depending on the location, and depending. I mean, if it's an abstract piece, the environment will affect it somewhat. I've done a lot of custom furniture, and in that case, I'm using a lot of cues from the design of the home itself, and trying to make a piece that will look like it's part of and fits within the whole design, and maybe even ties together some different elements and unifies the space. A lot of times, if I'm doing custom furniture, it's not, or railing or something like that, it's not meant to be, a standalone art piece that's going to draw attention. You want it to be elegant and more simple.
What percentage of your work is furniture as opposed to sculpture?
Right now it's been more sculpture, but earlier on I was doing a lot more commissioned, one-of-a-kind sculptures. Also all types of fabrication for architects and contractors and designers. Very often a designer will come to me and they'll have an idea for a piece they want to create. And I work with them and collaborate to realize whatever idea they might have.
Wonderful. Now, I've read that you try to evoke a sense of beauty, truth, or an echoing of history. Can you expound upon that?
Yeah, I've always wanted from the very beginning to create art that was going to be beautiful, that was going to be positive, that was going to somehow maybe make the world a better place. I wasn't interested in doing work that was a criticism or commentary on, I don't know, politics, current events. I mean, all those things, are going to come through me in some way. For instance, I have a tradition of making a heart sculpture every year for Valentine's Day. And the piece I did this year was a Sacred Heart, which comes out of the Catholic tradition. And it's in most cases, like a bleeding heart, a wounded heart with a flame. And I found a piece of metal, an old can that had been shot, like as target practice, and it spoke to me. And the piece is finished, and it really evokes all the pain and suffering that's going on, both like in Ukraine and all the shootings that we're having. So it wasn't my intention when I started thinking about the piece, but it sort of evolved. And in my personal work, that's really what happens. I may have some seed of an idea, but I may not really know what form it's going to take exactly. And I allow the materials, and it's sort of a good antidote to the commission work, because usually if I'm doing a commission, there's a drawing, a design, and I have to be very faithful to that, because that's what the client is expecting. And in my own more personal works, it's more open-ended and spontaneous, and I get to discover the piece as I go.
So of the work that's out there that can be seen in public places, where can it be seen? Where are those sculptures placed?
There's quite a number of pieces throughout the Hudson Valley. Within Rockland County itself, there's the Munich 11 Memorial at the JCC in West Nyack. There's the 9/11 Memorial at Rockland Community College in the academic quad there. I did a memorial portrait bust of Manny Lopez, who was killed in Iraq, and that's in Haverstraw at the Manny Lopez ball field. That's in Rockland. In Ossining, where the ferry lands, I have a sculpture in front of the residential apartments there, Standing Wave. It's right near the train station there. It's Harbor Square. I also have a number of pieces along Warburton Avenue in Yonkers, and I also have some work in White Plains.
Wow! So you really do make Rockland and its surrounding areas great.
Also, I have a piece at the Helena Building in Manhattan, on 57th Street.
Amazing. So furniture design. How would someone just decide they want a custom piece of furniture, and what are the main types of furniture that you design?
Well, a lot of times someone will come to me for a couple of reasons. They can't find something that's made already in a showroom or in a store. They may have a custom size requirement for what they're doing. Usually I encourage people, if they have something that's close, to purchase it, because it's going to be a lot more economical than doing a one-of-a-kind and working with me. So usually if somebody's coming to me, they're looking to do something special. And they may have, a designer may have an idea already that they want to execute that fits in with the decor of the design of the home or the room that they're remodeling or creating. I work in really quite a range of materials. I work in stainless steel, bronze, aluminum. I have people work with me to combine wood. I incorporate glass, and I also have worked and created furniture in stone. The piece in front of us is a marble and stainless steel and glass.
So what's the most unusual piece of furniture you've designed?
Well, I did a quite complicated cocktail table for a client. It combined very antique marble and glass and stainless steel.
Terrific. And where can people reach you if they would like to commission your work?
I have a website, www.ericdavidlaxman.com. All my contact information is there. I'm also on Facebook, Eric David Laxman, and on Instagram, Eric Laxman.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And to all there, thank you for watching. I am Dawn Barclay with Century 21 Full Service Realty, Rockland's real estate novelist. And if you're interested in moving to Rockland, give me a call. Thanks so much.